please just do this. And he got sick and never took care of it. So the story that comes to mind, I kind of feel bad because like they did come to us to plan, but they didn't necessarily do everything that we had advised them to do. So you had dad and stepmom came, actually did their initial planning with my dad, and then it passed on to become my client. And I came and saw them in their home because dad was not doing well. We made some amendments to their estate plan, and it was like, hey, I noticed you have this one account, you haven't put it in the trust. How come that is? Oh, it's just our regular checking account. It's not a big deal. It'll be under the amount for going through probate court. We don't ever keep anything in there. I'm like, you know what? Just tie it to the trust somehow. Either put it in the trust name or make the trust the beneficiary. Please just do this. And he got sick and never took care of it. Well, when he passed away, he had a brand new truck that was in his name, and it was worth $100,000 or so. So we had to do probate just for that one truck. So that wasn't the end of the world. But as we're in the middle of that process, it was year end. They had a bunch of partnerships they had interests in, and they got distributions, or stepmom got distributions in January. Well, she put it in that checking account that was not in the trust name, and then she died like 2 weeks later and never transferred it to their investment account that was in the trust. So we're in the middle of probate for dad. We have to open probate for stepmom. And luckily, we had all the poor wills and everything was going to go to his two kids anyways. Stepmom didn't have any kids, so that made that part a little bit easier. But just it made this long, drawn out process where this wasn't a little amount. We're talking about over $1 million that they got in distributions that were just sitting in a checking account that tied up for over a year to go through this process. And it was all just because they didn't follow what I said. Hey, you should do this. It's one little thing. Fill out a payable on death, to your trust, and you wouldn't have had all this stuff. Unfortunately for this daughter who was the executor of the estate, during that time was COVID, and her husband. It was a long year, and it was two simple things. They didn't tie an account to the trust, and they didn't do the deed into their joint trust.